Everybody.
Oh,
Hello. Happy Sunday.
yeah.
Is it? Oh, it is Sunday.
It's Sunday today.
Oh. Nice.
I feel it'll soon be Monday in Australia, probably.
Yeah, could
Yeah.
be. Those time zones are freaking confusing. So I'm grateful that time is an illusion and love is the only truth. Welcome to heaven. Welcome to 5D Full Disclosure. We're going to share today about Mother God, your creator.
What a day. What a day already. Nice.
Woohoo!
Hey,
Mike!
How you
Oh,
doing?
cool.
It's starting now.
There we go. Yeah, we're
Coming
getting
in.
that set up, moving and upgraded. And that's mom. It's every day a little bit grander, even, in your everyday life, in your experience. Every day you can go for that grandness and it'll change and it'll get grander and grander. And the title today is Brilliance in many different forms or comes in different forms, meaning we all have very, very special gifts. We are very unique in who we are, what our blueprint is, what the gifts are we're brought down here, what the program is we took on to transform down here as well. So with that, there comes many, many different really divine wisdom through with that little title. First of all, you cannot judge anyone because you don't know shit how their experience is, how they're internally. Judging is looking at someone through your perspective filter, if that makes sense. So everyone, and that's part of the love and action code, is you allow everyone their life and their experience in the way they choose to have it. Another thing is that our gifts and what we bring to the table is so unique. Every one of you. Good morning, Mike and Laura. I see Anna and Alice. I love you all so much, and every one of you is very brilliant and has a very, very special, aspect of divinity. We're all a unique piece to the puzzle. If we all would be colored the same color, well,
That's boring.
that'd be a very boring puzzle.
And higher selves are never bored.
Exactly. So who knows if you more, a puzzle piece high up in the sky of the picture, or very grounded down on earth, or just somewhere in between. No matter if you're, a super tech person that loves to create videos and songs. We had amazing co-creations done in that aspect, as well as making videos, writing songs, creating artwork, and as well as, now in this 3D realm, we all have our individual gifts that are very individual gifts spiritually coming online. And those are many upgrades that we experience in these moments. We're gonna hook up Telegram real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Do you remember how it works?
I do. I was just checking
Good.
some things.
Sweet.
It's up here. See, we're just going to do that real quick.
Woo! Now you gotta click on mute though.
Thank you.
Yay!
There we go. Hello, Telegram.
Good morning, everyone. So
Can you
excited.
type in the title, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Gonna share about your experience.
Oh, my experience at the moment. Oh, okay. Well, interestingly enough, I did a little job yesterday, a little gig, and I was just helping someone move. They moved from somewhere to here, and they had a truck full of stuff and U-Haul and all that, and some heavy things. And guess I did not lift correctly, so now my lower back is in extreme amounts of pain. And it's been very interesting because some things are painful to do, but then other things aren't. I went swimming and it wasn't painful at all, so kudos to the water. And
Yes, the water is amazing. And I just wanted to bring it up because thank you for pushing through it. That's freaking grand.
It feels better when I push through.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Honest Man says I pulled my back yesterday too. Okay.
There must be some energetic around with that. Interesting. And I just read something yesterday on Facebook that it was posted last night about 10 hour time. And it said that over the past 8 hours, so basically mountain time or American time, over the whole day, there was an immense energy wave hitting the planet, especially the opposite of the planet as well, which affected just, interesting enough, those poles that got created. So shout out to Australia, Fractal. How are y'all doing? How's your back?
Haven't seen you. How's your backs?
And the beautiful thing is I read something or in this article that was very scientifically written. They also said that don't be in resistance. Those energies are here to upgrade, to be benevolent for you. Use them for your evolution. So they may bring up, physical symptoms. They may bring up energy that gets popped otherwise. I burnt my finger yesterday, for example, and coming to water, we have in the town we live in, like everywhere, little streams and little river. There's so much water. You can feel the energy in the ground. It's amazing. So in the second I stuck my finger in the water, that flowing little stream of water, the pain was completely gone. It was simply gone. And knowing that water is pure consciousness, and that I put my finger basically into this water with the consciousness or with the awareness of gratitude and, intention towards healing, it stopped and it started somewhat like tingling as if it, when your finger are asleep, kind of like that, like right where the little bubble is. And when I took it out and kept walking, the pain came back. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. I just experienced zero pain. So I know it is just in your mind. It's not real. The pain wasn't there. So I go back to the water, stuck the finger back in, and start to breathe in. Thank you for the healing. I love you. And kind of like, got into that mantra and then kept walking with the dogs. And it was way less painful. So with our awareness, with what we allow to experience, we do create our reality.
Pretty much.
So fucking thank you, Mama. Yay! Oh my God, my accent's going away.
Transformation station.
Woohoo! It's also a program. All those different languages, the accents we have and stuff like that. All this is separation programming.
Yeah.
It ain't real, man.
You just gotta speak your truth. Speak it clearly, coherently.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Guys.
So yeah, awesome. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for pushing through your own things, whatever it is. We all got stuff going on. Interesting. Bobby talking about this. She's going through the body aches and pains. Mm-hmm. Pain is an illusion. We control our vessel. Beautiful. Yeah, it's such a trip. It's a trip because, like I was saying, the more that you just push through it, it seems to hurt less. So that's always been the point, right? Is that you keep on pushing. And I got some real world examples of that. 60 degrees in New York. That is chilly willies.
Love you, Bobby.
That is a chilly willy, Rob, right there. Because
we're getting. Is that normal?
No, not
now. We're in
August.
Summer, right?
Yeah, we're in summer. We're in summer for another month at least.
And then you have other places where you have like literally regions that are usually year-round covered in ice, experiencing 120 Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
it's nuts. I wrote yesterday about one earthquake with, what was it, 6 point something in Alaska hitting, a bigger one, 7.2 in Haiti.
In Haiti?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Haiti. Haiti. That sounds.
I know. That does.
I don't know if you have someone
shit is going on
natively around. I don't know how to pronounce it, but we send all our love to everyone that is there in that experience as well.
Everyone's funny. Sandy's like, I thought it was Saturday. Time jump. Rob's like, no, it's Wednesday, man.
Solar plexus activation.
It is Sunday, just for everyone's aware.
It gets really weird. It was so funny. We were getting ready for stream, and I felt this like rush energy coming off, like, oh no, I only have, I don't know, it was 17 minutes. And then I like breathed and was like, okay, I slowed down the time now. And he looks at me like, what? I'm like, well, I transformed rushing. If you don't rush yourself, you have more time, because if you focus on, I'm going to be late, I have to be fast, only this much minutes, only this many minutes, then, you know, it's actually running. But if you sit there and breathe and be like, all right, I'm going to just pray over my tobacco, roll the sacred cigarette for stream, because I know everything's going to be in divine timing, and it works out.
And we were right there. It's all good. Like, that's what it is. And I feel a lot of these things keep happening to us just to test us on whether or not we're going to be calm, cool, and collected. And that's what I feel. It's really like, you know, those types of principles that we have learned, you know, which is that we're not, you know, to complain about anything and to, you know, to put yourself on that stage with where you're at. You know, I appreciate Kat asking. I wasn't even going to talk about it just because I just want to let it go. I just want it to go away ultimately. And I know that Mom taught me that, you know, she didn't speak about all the stuff she was going through. You know, she just kind of kept going through it and just making happiness, making joy, creating love around her. And that's really the ultimate goal, is that all these crazy things that happen to us, whether we physically feel something inside of ourselves, someone else is acting this way, or this situation in life is going this direction or that, you just have to be okay with it all. You have to find a path within your own being to be at peace with everything that's happening at the moment. Because I appreciate what's going on, because it's pushing me to receive more. I feel it's really pushing me to ask for help. And then it's also, you know, at the same moment, recognizing how important it is to be giving and where I give that energy to. What exactly am I doing that I'm giving my energy to? Is it really beneficial? Because this was a great little gig and everything, yet now I'm kind of out for the count. And that's, so it's like, is it really working? So good lesson learned though. You know, never have I ever had this happen like this before, this bad or in this way. So it's something for me to definitely look at and process more with it. And I'll get back to you on all that, because there's more for me to look at before I express more. So, nice. You know, fully and completely.
It's always a balance of, I feel like, over analyzing something. Like when you get really attached, it's very easy for you to like kind of slip in your mind into this victim consciousness of why is this happening to me? Where does it come from? And all, right. You know, like no matter what it is, like I remember, you know, like even myself, when I get triggered, it's like, why is this happening right now? And that itself is like, you know, you put yourself, you're taking your own power away. You put yourself in a lower place of, why is this happening to me? But nothing is happening to you. You're not the victim of whatever. You're not the victim of, you know, the other people around you, or your car when it breaks down or something.
Had that lesson too.
Right? It's, you know, you got to empower yourself and just stand above that, basically. And I feel the biggest challenge is, and that is something that Mom showed us, is still finding that gratitude, still finding the joy. And I mean, the amounts of pain Mom went through are off chart, undescribable. And yet, you know, if she could, she gave you a smile. If she could, she was just, you know, being, and then asking for the most simplest things, like little bubble machines, you know, to make the soap bubbles.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's one of her biggest joys, to be able to just sit outside, have the feet in the grass, talk to all of creation, connect, be in the sun, and have, for example, those bubbles float by. So no matter what's happening in your life, no matter how bad that situation might feel, it's something we cannot judge because we don't see the bigger picture. We don't have an idea of what's going on behind the scenes. And sometimes things happen to us that lead to something else. That, leads to something else grander. So find a place of compassion for yourself, for everyone else. Find that space of still looking at, okay, what is there I can be grateful for? Because I'm pretty sure all of you have always a toilet with running water, a sink with running water, a bed, a shower, a roof, and are able to walk, or something. Like the simplest things are the biggest miracles. Let's see. Yes. Alice says water is an incredible healing tool. I live just across a pool and it takes away so much unconscious baggage. Yes.
Good point.
Yes, so true. And that's probably like why you had no pain as well in the water, because you're
Crazy.
like, you're in the water, it's cooling, it's flowing, it's literally high vibrational, so rising that vibration up. And on the other side, you're in the moment. You're having joy, you're in joy.
Yeah, I was very focused when I was in the water. Yeah, I like that. Laurel said that you can plant your ass. I feel that might be a good idea because everyone was talking about the coyote. Yeah, David, I feel, was talking about the coyote, and if a coyote breaks its leg, it'll basically bury it, the side of the bank of a river, like in the dirt, and then have the water to drink and just like stay there until like their leg's good. And so maybe I have to go dig a hole and put my butt in it, and just there you go. That's it.
That's great.
I'll figure it out. I appreciate your guidance. Thank you.
Awesome. Some grand. Oh no, mama guidance incoming. I just had one. Let me go.
You got it. And then everyone's just in the coyote. Oh yeah, I remember Rob talking about the coyote.
Right, he had a coyote coming through his backyard.
Well, see, Rob, that's the unity. And then you start talking about coyotes. Next thing you know, someone wants to bring up coyotes on the stream, and now everyone's talking about coyotes. And now we're gonna. I don't know, something about coyotes.
All right, let me look up the coyote real quick. I feel we did look it up as well in the chat. Yay.
Bring.
Coyote says ding.
Bring.
All right.
Coyote.
The coyote symbolism and meaning is incredibly complex. There's nothing about this animal's teachings that are simple, superficial. The symbolism of the coyote remains enigmatic, being both a trickster yet also a teacher. Coyote energy is a sign of good fortune. Most of all, however, coyote arrives in our lives with a smile and a song, acting as a gentle reminder that laughter is truly good medicine. Nice. One can be both playful and wise. There is a balance in between. The coyote is a wild sage whose message comes indirectly. This is not a candid spirit, but one that often resorts to chicanery and jokes to get a point across. Thus, when working with coyote, you must keep on your toes. So it's basically talking about like keeping the spirit high, right? Like joy.
Yeah. I'm feeling the fox comes to me right now. Coyotes are interesting. They all stay in packs.
Interesting.
So they're a pack animal.
Yeah, coyote challenges us to think about those things that we have pushed down or hidden from others. Very often, such matters impact our body, mind, I'd say heart and spirit, even unwittingly. Recognizing what you've buried and finding coping mechanisms is a step toward wholeness. I like that one. That's brilliant, because it's exactly what Mom says. What you resist, you persist. Like if you have all those things somewhere stuffed down and hidden that you rather not look at, I won't look at it. Bring it up. No, I don't look at it. And play with it a little bit like a coyote, and then let it go in peace.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Did you just hear the hummingbird?
Yeah, I saw them.
Nice. We have those tall flowers right in front of the window, and those hummingbirds are just everywhere. Awesome. All right. Let me go back to this one.
Nice. Just Anna talking about going to this healing water in Virginia and then grabbing some of it for future alchemy. Good call. Yeah, the water's so just depends on where it is, of course, and we have to learn how to protect all the water. Very important, I feel, for all of us to really re-heart ourselves the importance of our water, how sacred the water is, and just how healing it is, and that keeping it clean and clear and doing all we can to prevent anything from going into the water. And on top of that, cleaning it somehow, some way. It's all out there. Let's push for that technology to be more available to us. I mean, what are we doing? Can't we clean it all up? Can't we clean it and use power from it all at the same time? Can
Probably.
It somehow grab all the trash in this thing that sucks all the trash in, and then that like somehow, some way makes more energy because it's moving? And I don't know, it's all there. I feel in my heart. I pray for the inventors or the technology to be released or created or whatever. I mean, but we got to, yes, thank you. We have to protect the water and the air, all such essential things. It's the most important. It all starts with water. Mm-hmm. Anyone will tell you that. Anything grows from water. You have everything needs
and if
water.
you control the water, you control the people.
It's true.
Another part, another thing to look at. Simply by creating the fear of we're running out of water, you get people to do things. If like on a collective psychological level. That's something I read today from, I forgot the guy's name. Someone in the Nuremberg Tribunals, 19
Nuremberg trials.
Nuremberg.
There you go.
Nuremberg.
Oh, Jesus.
If you want to know how it's pronounced originally. And he was in those trials, with all the Hitler stuff. And he basically said that it didn't have anything to do with like narcissists or something or Nazi with, what they did. They said, if you want to turn your people into slaves, just use fear. And then that was what they did. Like he basically took accountability of putting out so much fear that everyone just did what they said. And it's interesting that I saw it coming around in these times, because that's definitely something to feel into, knowing that fear doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Simply not real. But this is real. Let's see. Beautiful. Oh.
Jerry. Hold up. My mom.
Oh, hold on. We gotta make it
a little bit
way longer.
Greetings, everyone. We're here to bring you today's New Earth and Energy event update. The title of today's update is Mother Earth is Awaiting Your Arrival. Greetings, love beings. This is Mother God and the First Contact Ground Crew team here live from the Galactic Center Hub, also called the Center of the Unified Field, which is now expanding, energetically speaking, on the surface to all those who have chosen to move into fifth dimensional frequencies for the New Earth Equal Heart co-creation manifestation. We are here at your service, and this is our honor to be so. We are currently on the very tip of the frontline spiral of the New Earth energies, where everyone is going who's moving in to fifth dimensional frequencies this year. And what a ride. Our advice, as always, choose love every moment and surrender into the present moment of now. This is where the events, the visions, the synchronistic events, and telepathic messages are coming through. And there was a dream I wanted to share about, which I think I documented it in December of 2013. And the dream was all of the First Contact Ground Crew team. We were all inside this cave in a scout ship. And we were traveling inside this cave, and it was completely black. We couldn't see each other. I knew everybody was there. And so that dream is just so very symbolic to what we're experiencing now, because that's exactly where we're at. So it's It's all coming to you guys too, so we're all connected. I also wanted to tweet a quote from today's Oracle report. She said, "We are co-creating with the divine Sophia, the goddess embodied as our planet, to make our world and our lives in line with natural world order. Today, be part of this parliament of wise owl spiritual warriors. Stand up and be counted. Remain in line in defense of all that upholds freedom and beauty." I don't recommend defense. Send love to it. We are formidable and will not be led astray. So that was a part of the Oracle report today. We're going to share some more information again, as recommended by our support system, which includes, we've shared with you, Saint Germain and Entourage, Crayola, regarding recent events which have unfolded. And these what has occurred so far in our understanding, and we're understanding new things every day. So that these are going to be very significant in the days and weeks ahead for those embracing the new earth energies, which again, allow us to reheart you, exist in the present moment of now. This really matches, we all know that we have powerful astrological alignments, grand cross, cardinal cross, very significant. We have 2 eclipses. The first one is arriving to us in just a few days, and these energies are already kicking in. Probably many of you are already feeling these, and these are going to increase as we head towards this eclipse. And, eclipses are always magical portals for us into higher understandings and vibrational frequencies. And again, it's a way for us to throw away everything of the baggage, duality, whatever. Let it go and jump into the portal and the higher understandings and frequencies. And so this is just ahead for all of us. And all of this is going to be, everyone's talking about change, radical change, and also shocks and 180 turns in your lives. So we'll see what happens. We shared in our previous update, the unified field has expanded and is energetically in process of connecting all 3 waiver groups together into unity consciousness. This energy is unbreakable, unpenetrable, and unstoppable. This is divine intelligence. Allow us to reheart you. Those moving this year into this energy is by choice and by soul contract. No one was left out. Everybody got the call. Everybody got the opportunity. And we want to make everyone, really aware of that. Not everybody wanted to go through this process. This process of, you have to go through into 0 point, which is 0 ego, to make it into 5th dimensional frequencies. That takes a lot of work. And so, especially down here in the heavy programming. So kudos for everybody who's connecting into these energies. It's doing their work and meditations and dissolving their programming and stepping into love everywhere present. Okay. And, we're here to support those who have chosen to fulfill the destinies and contracts with Mother Earth and with love. All waivers, responsibility at this time is in service to Mother Earth and to love, which, this is the mission at hand. Being in service means that you're releasing your ego and you're being present in the moment of now. That's being in service. So dropping all ego, aka baggage, from the duality illusion, jump into love. Present moment of now. It's the easiest way right now. This is the destiny and the way home. Mother Earth is currently awaiting your arrival, as she has now taken her rightful place back in creation. And now we begin a new story of love everywhere present. The old paradigm book has been closed and burned. The new book has begun. Many events will now begin energetically being released as a result of the unified field expansion as more events arrive. Yeehaw! And transmission and love everywhere present. the new earth, equal heart. We are so in love with humanity. Thank you for choosing love every moment. This is where we are always one.
Woohoo.
We would love to connect with you directly via an awakening session, and you can find that information, the email address, mothergod71s@gmail.com, to request one of those sessions with us. We can share synchronistic events and experiences and whatever you would like to, however we can assist in any way. Also, our website is up, which is being updated daily to provide us information in the present moment of now to support this process, to support us. And, you know, a lot of them give us validations and synchronistic events. So that is up daily. And that link is below. And also, every other day in our Love Party room, 5D room, we have a Galactic Love Party starting at 4 p.m. Pacific every other day. And today is one of those days, which right now it's April 10th, and our time is 4:19 p.m. So it's in progress right now. And so it goes on for, 3, 4, 5 hours, depending on the energy. We'd love to have you sharing that energy with us. You can email me for the password at mothergod71s@gmail.com. And the link for the room is below if you'd like to participate. All right. We will be with you for the next update as soon as we can get that one out. All right. We love you. Thank you again for choosing love, for being present.
Okay. Rob said he couldn't hear it on the voice chat in Telegram. I don't know how to make it differently. I'm definitely gonna post the video or send you the video link so it can be posted there.
Well, yeah, for full awareness, we're using the Restream. The team has a new type of thing that they use where they can fully integrate the phones and things like that. We're not there right now. We will do what we can. Maybe post that video and or send it to me because I can post it in that chat and or send it to Rob, and then we can just post the video that we just played for you, and you can watch it on your own, which I highly recommend. And it's what's really interesting is that she said our website, and then she doesn't say what the name of the website is because things have changed with the website. So of course, at this moment, we do still continually update our blog site, 5dfulldisclosure.org, and we do present you what's going on with the energy. So definitely be checking that out and be reading it. And then also, cool idea with the dance party. We used to do that a lot, where Mom would play a lot of music. And that's why the radio became a reality, because Mom was, just constantly looking to push the energy through music. So just made me feeling to express to everyone, little Reharder, have a dance party. Blast that music. So what was that? 2, 4, 6 threes. It was 33 people watching.
Oh, nice.
33
nice.
seconds. Have a dance party. That's my something to express, please.
It was so cool how Rob said that even after that, we talk about the Coyote, and then Mom video comes on and a freaking brown bear walks through his backyard. Like, I don't know where you live. I thought you were in New York. New York is like skyscrapers. Now you're like coyotes and brown bears. That's amazing. And birds around Mike got crazy when Mom talked. And that's funny. One thing that I experience, especially with children as well, they listen to her differently, even though they're not maybe not fully aware who it is. They definitely listen differently, and the same with animals. I feel that frequency for sure. Nice. Thank you, Buddha. Yeah, we're working all together, and we're gonna.
Can I do that now, though? Buddha suggested that we go live on the phone. If I do it on the phone,
I mean, you can join here.
Right, but if I end it now on the computer,
don't end it. Just join.
Okay.
And then,
but I'm not.
And then you talk.
And then unmute it. but then we have to mute that one. Okay. Or maybe, you know what? It looks like it already, you know what? I get it. Okay. Let me see this. Okay.
Might work.
I feel it does. I feel it Telegram's smart like that. Because it looks like now I'd have to join on the computer. So
yeah.
let me make sure that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's still recording. Cool. We're good. Telegram's good. This is why we use Telegram.
So next time we're gonna make sure that they pick up on the sound of the video, but I did send it to Rob so you can post it. It's definitely worth to watch. I mean, every word of God, obviously. What I love about this one, it's so, you know, she says like it's already done. Like, you know, the earth, she herself as Mother Earth went back to her original, you know, place in the universe. She is the queen of everything. So that's where she positioned her planet into the highest frequency place in the universe or multiverses, which means, you know, ego can't be there anymore. I did channel yesterday. I don't have it here right now, but it was also about like that you have to let it all go because it is already non-existing anymore. Like nothing really dark is here anymore. So that's how powerful our mind is, how powerful we can create still a reality. You know, I mean, it didn't just snap and all the fear went away and the system is just gone and all this, you know, China virus stuff,
China
and everything.
China virus.
It's a process where we just have to trust to keep that faith in our heart that it takes a moment to really like trickle down and manifest. And we as a collective, it was funny. It was Friday the 13th and a lot of stuff happened. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm good. I never had problems on Friday the 13th. But I don't know. There's like, if you have a whole collective that is, you know, manifesting something bad happening on Friday the 13th, and who knows, you know, that might happen all the things around. And in the same way with our consciousness, we can manifest the grandest, right? We can really feel into our own gifts, our own brilliance, our divine intelligence. We can in every moment go to the heart and ask mom, ask the angels, all right, what is the highest I do next? And guess what? Sometimes it's not what you want to do. Sometimes you really experience, you know, resistance to that, but you do it anyways. Because guess what? That's how you level up. Always go where the most resistance is, because that is your biggest growth.
These
That's
are the facts. This is the reality. Yeah. I don't know what's going on right now. It's interesting times for sure.
Oh, Brittany got her seat back. She's driving. Britney Spears is free. Woo!
Free Britney has happened.
May this trickle down.
No, I was actually looking at that a lot because it's an interesting fact what had happened to Britney Spears, and that she had this breakdown, and for like 13 years up until now, she was not in charge of her own life. She was not in charge of her own being. And her music and her money and whatever, and finally it's shifting. So fascinating that it is right now. Fascinating. A lot of things shifting right now. A lot of things changing. Interesting. I'm feeling into also like how we're moving towards like
sweet.
Yeah, February of next year you'll have February the second month on the 22nd day, and then you'll have the 2022 year. So it's like all these twos, and Tuesday. It's all the twos are coming. That's that trust. That's that balance. That's having that faith. And I feel we're moving into that in a big way, because I feel a lot of things are happening to make us have more trust and faith in what's going on around us.
Beautiful. Terry said there, Friday the 13th was very divine.
Good.
And it is like the true reality behind it is a very sacred, divine, feminine energy. You have 13 moons in a year. Most likely feminine have 13, you know, cycles as well. 13 is, you know, mom's number. So obviously, you know,
Come on.
Those douchebags.
Those shitbags.
They switched it
It's
on
a
us.
disrespect.
But yeah.
No, I mean, weird though, because I definitely have been like, okay, cool, whatever happens, and like we've been talking about, it was originally a very positive day that was flipped, and with a divine honoring, which makes sense. And yeah, ultimately, weird day though, like things just kind of happen. Yet, then in hindsight, 2020 reflection, finally getting through all the things that were going on, I went, wow, that all pushed us into greatness and grandness. It made us do better. It made us be more. It made us improve on what we already have. And I'm witnessing in these moments, and I just keep bringing it up. And the way things have been going on here, with the way that a lot of energy is moving with each of us individually, and everything that's going on with us, what I'm saying is that I'm watching, at least here, I don't know about you guys, but when this like really big period of like this, like we're going through something, I can feel the squeeze. I can feel that squeeze in the sense that it's like, we'll do this with with this, and you get that done, and then it's going to prepare you for this next step. And then eventually I'm witnessing that there's going to be that crest. There seems like there's a break is coming, in the sense that all these things are lining up and things are breaking down so that new can come in, because there's about to be another shift. And we felt a timeline shift within the last few days.
Something changed.
Something shifted. And
grander.
Yeah, it's only getting grander. Even if things are breaking down, it's because they're not coming with. They weren't right action. They weren't working. It's not functioning. You didn't fulfill that or be in integrity with something you had stated before about getting done. So now this thing happens to maybe re-heart you about that. And so that's a really important thing to feel into, because I'm watching it happen around here. I'm watching it completely shift. I'm watching it completely change. We brought up yesterday about, maybe 2 days ago, I don't know anymore, about like our solar panel, and like the solar panel wasn't working, and we're doing our best to stay completely green with the energy that we use. And so yeah, I went to kaput, and at this point, hi mom, and that's my mom, and good morning. And so anyway,
beautiful.
It changed so many different things. It made us come right here to do this, which looks better. It's way more functional. And we got a second battery ultimately, so that we could have more power. Definitely I feel bought what we need to fix the whole thing. And I feel it's going to be like, once this all comes back together, the whole system's going to be upgraded now. It's going to be a way better system than it was before. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the upgrade. And that's what we were talking about. And I just pray that my back is an upgrade. I'm getting a divine
I said
spine.
maybe it's crystallizing.
Yes,
Not
crystalline
really.
spine.
It's definitely, always really powerful to look at the energies behind, what happens through us. There we go.
Through us, and away from us.
The lower back, the trust. I hit exactly my left middle toe and face expression, which I really love how to see it. It's like under your feet. In the Native American medicine, you have your big toe as mother energy, the next one father, then it's yourself, then it's your connection with others, and then representing the children, your little toe basically. So it's my middle toe. And it was a beautiful confirm, because what I got through was, when I tapped in, was, an imbalance internally. And it's like, your own empowerment and how you balance, like you don't balance yourself out enough, basically. And it comes back to the balance of the divine masculine and divine feminine, like how much am I able to hold space to allow the process to be the internal, basically, and to, for example, channel, really focus on that sacred aspect. And the masculine is basically an external, where it's like into the physical manifestation. It's a lot of doing. It's on the planet we had those energies of controlling and power over. And it really, like, I have to even look at it and be like, all right, I'm sorry, take accountability. Like, I've powered you over right now. It comes through. It's something to look at in moments where you just be, very honest with with yourself and you throw it out there. And in the end, it's how not looking at the, you know, the negative, not looking at, oh no, I'm so imbalanced, my masculine is way too much, I have to lower it. No, look at the other side and be like, oh, my feminine energy, that has to be looked at. I have to put focus there. What can I do to, you know, empower that divine feminine energy within myself? You know, am I nurturing myself? How much self-love do I practice and all that kind of stuff? So it's a beautiful process, a beautiful, you know, story that we ride with mom.
Yeah.
And she showed us exactly, you know, what to do and how to get basically to the whole embodiment, to divinity, through the disciplines. And I just read something earlier that someone said that the 8-8 portal is just, you know, gone by. Well, guess what? What is today? The 15th. In 2 days, there's another 8-8 portal. Ching. You didn't know that?
Anyone feel into that?
Yes, like for real.
17th.
The 17th, 1 + 7 is 8. So there's another 8-8 portal, which is from the original 8-8 portal, exactly 9 days apart. 9 is full circle. It's, you know, one full circle. It's the divine fulfillment, basically.
Because it's like it happens so simply, you know, in these moments with the way that everything adds up, and then it, you know, that's why it gets more precise, it seems, towards the end of the year, and it's like things kind of settle and solidify by then, and this is like the last time where there's a lot of movement. This is that fire energy. You're in that Leo season. You got that 8, so it's you know, what you give is what you get. And, you know, what you know, or I would say what you give is what you receive, because that's really the balance of it all. And so finding that and learning to receive too. I've witnessed that a lot, that some people don't want to receive, you know, they're offered something or they don't ask for help or, you know, what have you. And it's just a lot of like, no, I can do it myself. And that doesn't really pan out quite well. We have to do it together. If we were to do it alone, we would not be here. There would be no purpose to having a bunch of different people, billions of people walking around. You just have one person then, if you were to do it yourself. So it's obvious we got to work together. We got to fly, right? We got to fly in that formation, and we got to be one again. We have to end that separation. That's the whole thing. And whatever is coming up for you that makes you feel not love, that, you know, or makes you feel, you know, not a sense of peace within, then we got to look at that. You got to, you know, do something to change whatever it is. And the best thing you can really do, I feel, is to just get really clear and tap into what's going on. And then so that you can be like, oh, okay, so I'm probably not going to do that again. Because if you always are asking what to do next, what would love do next, and you're outside, I keep seeing outside as I talk about this, and you're enjoying yourself, or you're connected somehow, you're completely grounded wherever you are, and you're asking those questions. You just got to bring it into your heart. You got to bring it up to the brain, back and down 3 times. What I like to do is, in these moments, is breathe it in. So I just keep breathing, and I kind of just like take a deeper breath and then bring it up. I bring it back down, and everything starts cracking when I do this. Because before I would bring it up and down, I would feel a lot of energy. I would feel things blocking it. And I was like, well, this information isn't going to be correct because I can feel a block. So I got to clear again. And then it would take too long. So now I just breathe in and then breathe out. And I bring it up and down. And then once I really feel that energy back into my heart, after really processing it, moving it around, then what's the answer? How does it make me feel? And then go from there. And I feel in these moments, you got to figure out, which way you're going. Because of course we can't figure it out, right? And you can't really plan for anything, but you got to be prepared. You have to prep in a way to be ready to act. So if you're getting an intuition about which direction to go, then at least you can start prepping for that direction. Very essential. It's got to be very grounded and practical in these energies, because it's going to just keep raising. So you got to have a firm footing on the ground, be present, right? That's where the presence really is being in that physical space, and then moving forward. keeping your, ultimately your heart centered on the balance of it all, and then keeping your thoughts on the highest divine possible thoughts, on the highest up in the cloud. Everyone's like, keeping your head in the clouds. Well, it's an idea of what are your thoughts? Are you having positive thoughts? Are the thoughts you having propelling you towards embodying your higher self? And that's the Godhead. You have to embody your own Godhead. Allow that overarching, eternal, motherly presence of the Godhead to come into you and really let that energy sink in on this crown chakra day.
Beautiful.
All right, cool. Whoa, I don't know where I went.
That's fine, for sure.
Please, yes.
As I say, sometimes we're not meant to know what to do next. That's the test phase. Yes. And to be honest, I like that the most. Like when you're somewhere and you have no idea what's coming next, and you're just present, and then things just happen. I mean, you're always safe. You're always protected, and that's the unknown, and that's where you really have to, like Mom always said, take that leap of faith. Do the jump with me and jump with me into the unknown, because it's like, no matter whether you accept it or not, you cannot predict the future. No matter how many years ahead you book that cruise or you plan that visit into another country or whatever it is, guys, God got it. There's a divine plan. It's not about, 8 billion people's opinions. That's so funny. When I, fell into before finding Mom, like, how is it going to look like? I was fully aware that we were pretty, fucked, that the situation was really to a point where we just don't get it as a collective humanity to change something for whatever reason. I didn't know about the ego program or, what the reasons are we didn't get it, but I knew that was it. So I asked myself, there's 8 billion people on this planet. And everyone has their own, higher or lower vision from the end, basically, or of the end time, of the doomsday and stuff like that. And there's so many, beings coming back. Jesus said, coming back. Pele coming back. Like all those different, in many, many different cultures, it was just differently named. And guess what? That's the fun of the unknown, because no one could have known how it truly looks like when God comes down to earth and touches with her fingers herself, basically, like the earth. And it must have happened, or it was supposed to happen in a way that really no one could have predicted, and that will shock the people, because if you feel into it, you're so deeply into that program, you need something really big to trigger you out of you. And for me, it was really simple. Like, I found the first live stream, I heard God is a woman, and it was like, that's okay. That's the part I missed. Good. Thank you. Like, it was such a light bulb moment. I had body light ups all over just watching that first live stream. And for other people, that's the biggest trigger. Like, they cannot even fathom the idea of God possibly being a woman. That's, my Earth Dad, for example. Whenever he texts me and we have, sometimes random contact, and he's like, the three, I don't know, like the Trinity God.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Exactly, like Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And I'm like, and I sent you true unconditional love from the true divine family of, mother and father, because how could you possibly have a father without a mother? So stop making her into a ghost. She's here. She's your mother. She's your host. You're walking with every step on God's creation. Find that honor and respect, to her. Find the love and the care to her. Find your connection with her through, the water or gardening, just simply walking, meditation under a tree. That's, what she just said in the video, like, kudos for everyone in the programming down there that does make the choice to sit down and meditate and go within.
Right.
That's all she's asking for.
Right. Find that state of meditation. And it's something that can be found. What is the meditation on? And that just means what your focus is. And we do have to learn how to give ourselves those spaces where we just kind of check into our breath and just breathe and just watch it all go. Like thoughts are clouds. Your thoughts are just clouds and just attached to zilch and just be. And that will train your brain to only go towards divine thoughts, because you won't get so attached to any thought, period. And so you naturally and organically will go towards the thing that feels better, that actually it makes you feel that love, that warmth within, that gives you joy and happiness and gratitude. Because who doesn't enjoy that? I mean, ultimately, we all would love to be in a state of love. We are love. All dreams of love will come true, and they're all within us. They're all from source, and at the same time, they're yours too, because you have them. And if they're coming to you, they're for you to fulfill. But you are a part of the process to make it a reality. Do it. Make it a reality. Yeah, that's something that has been a deep reflection on what the true feelings are, what the true goals are. It's always been about the mission, which is what? Staying in the present moment of now. Staying in the present moment of now. Serving love is transforming. It is just being love. It is, and being present. Whenever something comes up, you just let it go, and then you just stay present. Okay, now you're good again. Now that's service. Everyone wants to act like it's this and that and the other thing. Those things will organically occur in your joy state because you are in the present moment and now. And it's going to come through. And I'm just learning to do it myself, just like all of you, to make it a reality. Because I'm here to be my greatest and grandest version, elevate my consciousness to that level where I can be everything I was created to be. And you all can too. Everyone can. You have to find your joy. And that's what I ultimately meant when I said feel into things. Because if you're not happy with your life right now, with some aspect of it, feel into it. You may get a guidance that says, stop seeing that person. Stop going to that job. Go here and get that one. You know what? Go to this cafe today and just stay right now. You're going to find your next best friend. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You got to go into the unknown. That's what we were talking about too in the comments section. Well, I don't need to figure it out. I don't need to know what's going on. That's good, because needing to know is a program. You got to just be happy. You do have to jump to the unknown. Got to get that little, that's what I'm feeling, because it starts with the energy. Where's your direction? Where are you putting your energy towards, right? You're steering all the time towards something, right? You got to start it, and then you got to start steering it. And then you start doing your thing, right? And then it's the whole process. So just enjoy the journey.
And I just heard, Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Mama, take
I'm
the
done.
wheel.
Obviously, I'm done. I'm invested. Okay.
That's something. Yeah.
Give it up. Here we go.
That's what we do. We just, give it up, give it all back to
love.
I do like Richard's really short comment. He said, ask. Simply ask.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, one thing that we often forget. We can just stop, take a breath, and truly feel into our heart and ask. Mom, angels, galactics, all of creation, what is highest? Where am I supposed to be? And then everyone perceives that, very differently. Brilliance comes in many forms, which means everyone receives messages differently as well. I'm very visualizing. So I ask literally when, I don't know what to do next. It's like, okay, angels, show me where. Show me where. And then I see myself, somewhere. So I'll start going there.
Yeah.
And that's how it starts.
No, I hear it. For me, a lot of times I'll if I have to decide between two things, would you like this or that? I'll just grab it and I might grab something even and then start, you're okay. And then start to put it back. And that feels better than picking it up again. And I'm like, oh, okay, so it's this one. And it's just a constant gauging of the situation. And it's you have to get to that point where you aren't in the mental with it, of course. Especially emotional. That's all egotistical, the emotions. And the mental will trap you because it can be divine thoughts too. But ultimately, if you stay there, you can get into that just shit talker of an ego. And you just got to organically do these things. And we will all get there. And it just came back to me again. It's it's going to shift. The children are the shift. You are the change you wish to see. All of you out there that would like to manifest something, you can do it. It's possible. I've seen very young children manifest everything they would like. Okay.
We even have dogs manifesting grand puppy houses.
Right. Okay. I see it. I see the children that have been here, the animals that have been here, they manifest a grand life for themselves. Interesting. They also manifested being born into God's field.
Right.
That's kind of a thing.
I mean, yeah, and that's how, we all have our contract that did not only manifest it to be, born into this reality. You did not only manifest your family, you literally had a meeting, a sit down with your divine mother, your divine father, and whoever of the rest of creation, I guess, wanted to be there. But you have a soul contract. You chose before coming down here, this is the experience I'm taking on. So especially, and that's one thing I feel that brings or can bring in a lot of peace, no matter how crazy your childhood was, no matter what experiences you had with, for example, your parents, or just the way you were living or something like that. Like in the present moment, you're able to heal it all and let it all go, because guess what? You looked at those people before. Guess what? You met with their higher self. Guess what? You knew this is the experience you're jumping into. But we tend to forget that we're strong enough to not only dive into that, but also come out, also, come out of the lower of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, souls sign up to really hurt themselves, so forgiveness can be brought into reality.
Okay.
So that's definitely one thing, I guess, to really feel into those experiences throughout life that we have. You chose it. You chose the people you're with. You chose your earth family. So love them.
As above,
Call them out.
So within. Jen, very important. Mom corrected us on that. There is no below. That's the thing. There is no end. There is no below in eternal reality. So within, as above, so within. That's the point right here. It's all here. Everything out there is in here. You see, look at that. You see how it's all in here? The universe, the multiverse is all in you. You're a representation of that. And it's all out there too. So, yeah.
Nice. I love that comment. We all manifest. It's called karma. What we give, we receive. Karma was labeled bad, so we would manifest darkness. Change your thoughts and manifest light and love. Change your actions and manifest new earth. That's one near already here.
Near earth.
And it's funny, I wrote something yesterday where, it says so many people do feel that you're able to go in the past, change something, and it changes a whole future timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they saw it on movies or whatever, and they're just like, yeah, sure, that is logical. What they don't get is right now is tomorrow's past. So the now is the moment where you can change the actual future. It doesn't work to be like, oh, I should have done it differently 3 years ago. But in the present moment, you can change it.
It's true.
In the present moment, you can choose, oh, usually I would just bypass this or that. Now I'm going to look at it. Now I'm going to, instead of starting my day with a cigarette, a cup of coffee, and the news on the TV, I start my day with, I don't know,
yoga,
a walk.
And a gallon of water.
Exactly. So,
and a walk with the pups.
So you are your future self coming back to make it grander.
So we're time travelers.
Basically.
All right.
Something like
I
that.
accept embrace allow. Bring it on. Let's go. Happy
so
Sunday. Love you, Mama. Let's do it, everyone.
Woohoo! Stick to your disciplines. Drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
Stay divine. We love you all so much. It's a grand cherry and very grateful to be here with you guys. to share and to receive those beautiful comments. Thank you, Mom, to make all of that possible. Thank you, all of creation, for this ascension. Let's keep on keeping on.
Let's keep on ascending.
Woo!
Yay! Climb that ladder, y'all. Keep going.
We have the Crystal School workshop running. Yesterday was a beautiful overview. The entire Crystal Schools, we're going to start diving into the very specific topics. If you still want to join and want to be part of this, then please reach out to I know Aora, Hope, Cherry, they definitely
message us on the back end of any of our social medias or 5D Full Disclosure. I feel that we have the messaging service on there too. Email us, they have that too. 5dfulldisclosure@gmail.com. So yeah, like, what are you waiting for? Just jump on. What are you waiting for?
I'm going into the light.
And check it out. Crystal Schools are where it's at. Transitory Government, check it out. That's where it's at too. It's growing, everyone. Let us know what's going on with you. Just like Mama said in her video, let us know about your synchronistic events. Contact us. Let us know what's going on in your life. Who knows what's going to happen from there. We love you all.
I love you. 5,
6,
7,
8.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, lovers wanna joy rates. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, lovers want joy reigns.
Disclosure incoming. Yeah.
We love you.